Harani never fight a battle they cannot win. Even centuries ago, during the war between gods and heroes, the other races were destroyed. But the peoples now called Harani were smarter. They knew when to fight and when to pull back, when to survive. Though their palaces on Aurora were razed to dust, this one people remained intact. The goddess Nui tried to save everyone caught in the war, regardless of race. But neither fighting nor fleeing side by side could turn such disparate empires into a family. The survivalists built a new kingdom in their new lands. But again, it was destroyed. Now by an upstart prince. Did they take revenge? Again, no. This prince was powerful, and survivalists do not fight losing battles. They burned their broken flags, left their temples to the wilds, and changed their dynasty. Reborn as Harani, they began building a new and grander kingdom. Surviving and flourishing is the ultimate revenge. Enemies must watch you rise above them. The newborn empire contained barren savannas, verdant plains, icy peaks, and sun-baked plateaus. It was the largest empire built by any race since the Great Exile. It came to rival Aurora in both beauty and prosperity. Then, disaster. The Empress died, and her sole heir vanished. Rival factions split the empire. Many abandoned their homes in the jungle capital. It wasn't seen as a risky move. True survivalists can survive anywhere. Perhaps criminals like the Shadowhawks are the other side of this coin. They too do whatever it takes to survive, to profit, to flourish. They will deal with anyone from king to beggar, knight to thief. What most Harani don't know is that this crime guild carries their true name. On Aurora before the war, the most glorious and legendary survivors were known as Shadowhawks. I remember being that young.
What the? Who are you? What do you...
Don't be alarmed. My name is Lucius, the Bard. Perhaps you've heard of me?
All of bards name themselves after the adventurer. Doesn't explain why you're in my bedroom.
I have an important task, and I need individuals with potential.
It's the middle of the night. What kind of prank?
Let me explain the only way I know how. With a humble verse. Just inside eternity, the mother dared to wake. Her garden bloomed around her, but the colors had lost their beauty. For her dreams had shown her another world, and out the garden's door, her power swirled. But it called for something more. With magic and light, the mother nourished the world, and it flourished with life, and eons passed of her loving care. While the mother was sleeping, 12 fools found her door. They tread inside like conquerors, ignorant to the law. They unleash terrible things from deep within, and pray the twisting path to begin again, just to seal back that gate. While she was sleeping, they doomed her perfect world with hate and lies. And worse, they sealed the door. Without the magic from beyond, my life will writhe, storms will rage, and the snakes will rise. But they were listening. They could hear truth. They had forgotten. While the mother was sleeping, the children they tried to save. With the best of intentions, the hereafter road is made. It's time to return to the northern continent. I made a promise long ago. Now I ask you to help me fulfill it.
Glorious barren. No one can live in.
The magic is returning, and with it, life. But it needs your help.
Like what you saying, I'm like a hero. It'll be you stop this nonsense.
Calm down, you're no hero, but you have potential. I can prove it to you. Go talk to Captain Targon down at the docks. I promise the rewards will be great.
Use the WASD keys to find information at the docks.
What are you here for? A boat ride? Look at it. Sailing's no fun without some rum. And riding, and rumming, and sailing.
Good old Grandma. Are you here to see the captain? He should be at one of the docks. Just look for the business ship.
Wait up, you! I ain't no stranger to the sea. I was quite a dog sea dog back in my day.
It's time for your nap, Grandpa.
Find the captain at the docks. Click and drag to adjust your point of view.
Where do you think you're going? You must be lost.
You're not trying to join a crew wearing that, are you?
Go get back to your nursemaid.
That's my personal guest! Get back to work before I throw you over the barrel!
Aye, Captain.
Alright, now relax. I've been waiting for you. You have a wealthy patron who thinks highly of your skills. Let's get you familiar with your new home.
Approach the captain and press F to learn how to board.
Order! Advance Party Center Raven, requesting immediate support. We weren't scheduled to leave yet, but we can't wait now. One thing, you will need some real armor. Try these on for size.
Use the ladder to board the ship. Press F to grab the ladder, then W to climb up.
Captain on deck!
Wait here, sailor. Let's get her going.
Cast off!
Approach the captain and press F to learn about your mission.
You're a hard one to read. Are you seasick or curious? Centuries ago, we were chased from our home. Now we have reports that the land is beginning to heal. It's time to go back. Of course, I suppose it's a bit more complicated. Harani never fight a battle they cannot win. The destruction of Aurora nearly annihilated the other races, but we were smarter. We knew when to fight and when to pull back, when to survive. We rebuilt on the southern continents. When war destroyed our homes again, we did not bother with revenge. Our enemies were powerful, and survivors do not fight losing battles. Reborn as Harani, we fought to build an even grander kingdom. For surviving and flourishing is the ultimate revenge. Enemies must watch you rise above them. Though our empire has since fractured, we are true survivors, and we carry on. Back on Aurora, the most glorious survivors were known as Shadowhawks. Though a crime guild has taken their name, they remain a worthy example. Do whatever it takes to survive, to profit, to flourish. Especially as we set our sights back on Aurora. Pin our hopes on survivors like you.
All hands! Pirates off the port bow!
Approach the captain and press F to learn how to
Sailor,
operate.
man that cannon and rain steel on those pirates. This isn't a tea party. Grab the cannon!
Use the cannon by approaching it and pressing F. Use the cannon's skills to attack the pirates.
Major quarters, man the cannons!
Ready? Aim! Fire!
Fire!
Land on ship! Seems the goddess Nui wasn't ready for you yet. Let's see if you're as good as she seems to think.
Captain! Ready for patrol, sir.
Very good. Move out! Let's see what we're up against.
Double tap the W key to run to the captain and learn how to control a glider.
Our enemies have already constructed an impressive fortress. This won't be easy. I'm going to give you a glider and a mission. I want you to help me scout out the fortress's defenses. We also need to monitor the enemy's movements.
Hold down W to glide faster. Hold down D to turn right. Hold down A to turn left. Hold down S to reduce your speed and stay airborne longer. Press R to use the glider barrage skill. This skill is designed for attacking airborne enemies. Press T to use the air raid skill. This skill is designed for attacking enemies on the ground.
Excellent fortifications. We've seen enough. Let's head back.
Press F to complete the quest by reporting to the captain.
The situation is worse than we thought. Grab your weapons! Support the siege unit! Get there!
Approach the captain and press F to learn how to operate siege equipment.
Attack the walls! The lodestone is just through there. Oh, mount that tank. I want to give them everything we've got.
Approach the siege tank and press F to take control of it. Press R to fire at the enemy fortress 3 times. Click an enemy to target it. Defeat 3 enemies. Defeat 3 enemies. Click an enemy to target it, then press 1 to attack.
It seems I owe you one. Perhaps your patron was right about you. These castles all have a lodestone that magically sustains their lands. Take the castle, we destroy it. Ready? Let's go!
Approach the gates and press F to open them and reveal the lodestone.
Victory is near! Don't yield! Not ready! Commander, order retreat!
Retreat! Retreat! Get the captain out of here!
I've never retreated in my life. We need better training, better equipment. More scouts. We're just not ready yet. Aurora, our homeland, our mission, our beauty. I failed you.
Captain, stay with me.
I'm fine. Listen carefully. I have plenty of time left. Far more time than I've got. Arrow or no arrow. Train hard, then come back someday. Aurora can be reclaimed, but you have to be ready. Today I wasn't.
How would I know if I was ready?
The time will come, and you will know. Oh, God! Blessed Nui, is today the day I see your face? So familiar. I need to get you out of here. I had a strange feeling your patron was right. You do have potential. My job is to make sure you see it through.
A dream? It felt so real.
Think of it as a vision of the past and an illusion of the future. That's just a fraction of what the magic on Aurora is capable of. And that magic will find you whether you want it or not. All magic, evil as well as good. Be wary.
When you accept a quest, it's
Even the darkest ages are spotted with a few bright minds, like the gold glittering at the bottom of a river. Over the ages, hundreds of friends and allies have risen to shine like stars in the night. Now, I ask you to join their ranks.
Right-click an item in your bag to automatically equip it on your character.